it's just about loving you even on the days you do not want to love yourself. Look at that one positive thing about yourself and own up to it. Every morning when I wake up, I look at my mirror and smile.
How do you respond to a world that looks at you and goes like, we're not ready for you?
My name Fungaro is a Kiswahili word for tie your heart. Fungaroho.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So I live by my name every single day. Even on the days when it is painful, I will step out graciously and smile.
Yeah.
Because there is really no point in holding back and not wanting to live life. You know, they say you live every day and you die once.
How is this new being translating into her healthy relationships?
If it doesn't serve your purpose, cut it off.
Mm.
You do not have to keep people because you do not know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
You know, they say don't burn bridges, but if that bridge is going to cause you pain, burn it.
How do you respond to the world when it pushes back?
Well, for starters, walk in prayer. When it gets hard, the distance between you and that ease you're looking for is your knees and the ground.
What's up, lovely human beings? Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Melvin on Cloud Stories Africa. Now, you know which month it is. It's the month of love, and you definitely know the conversations that we're going to be having. We're going to be having conversations about love, about relationships, and today is the most important conversation. It's about self-love and self-acceptance. This is a very crucial conversation because it ties to the way you live your life. So many of our daily habits, our fears, are attached to the way that we see ourselves. And so, this is the conversation that we actually start with because it's all about looking inward. It's all about asking ourselves, what do I like about myself? What don't I? And liking yourself nonetheless. So we're going to be unpacking self-love, talking about how it helps us show us better in relationships, increases our well-being by reducing anxiety, and just making sure that we show up as wholesome human beings. And today with me in studio is the most amazing guest, all the way from Uganda, Saantah Lucy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Melvin. It's nice being here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We've been planning this for so long. 2 months.
I feel like this is long overdue, and I should keep coming more and more and more, so that you guys get to have that feel of Uganda, you know?
You challenged me so much today with cultures. Unfortunately, that's a conversation for another
We shall
day.
have in June.
Oh, awesome. I love that we have a date. So,
Thank you.
just before we start this conversation, allow me to start with a confession.
Okay.
When we first met, it was during a pitch pot. Now, to the audience, a pitch pot is whereby different people come in, put in money, and founders of different organizations, different entities, different businesses come in, pitch their ideas, and the winner gets the jackpot. So that is how we met. But here's the sting, and here's the confession behind it. So when I came into the meeting, just by virtue of the fact that I'm a leader in this particular organization, it's only right that whenever you walk in, people see you and they're like, come, I have a task for you. And so I was given an envelope for me to distribute material of one of the speakers. Back then, I didn't know it was you. So I was given the envelope, just put it on the table and went about my life, jibby jabbers here and there, making sure that I was the loudest noisemaker in the room, And then it got to the point where you were to stand up and now give your presentation. So I took, the lady at the back was like, like just signaling to me that it's time for you to now give out this material because it was your turn to do your pitch. Yeah. So I take the envelope, remove the contents, and I remember I was at the back of the room, remove the contents, and I almost dropped them. what first hit me was the initial shock of what I was looking at, because, you know, when I was given this envelope, I was like, it's a
You
peach.
didn't know what was
Like,
there.
I didn't know what was there. It's a peach. I mean, people have products. People have product pictures. There's someone who had candles.
Yeah.
There's another one who had books. Like, I really didn't think that much about it. I just took the envelope, put it on the table, went about my life. So I'm standing at the back of the room and handing down these pictures of your organization, and rightfully so, they are product pictures, just not what I expected.
Yeah.
And I was handing them out to people, and the thoughts that went into my brain was, this audience, these people, they're not ready for this. But when you finished your presentation, what came back to me and my initial thoughts of shock and thinking that the world is not ready for you was actually fascination for you as a person. And I was deeply moved by what you are doing with your organization and the lives that you are touching.
Thank you.
So with this confession, not to put myself in your bad books by becoming the kind of person who judges a book by its cover or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's to just give credibility to the discussion that we're going to have today.
Yeah.
And allow me to start you off with a difficult question.
Okay.
How do you respond to a world that looks at you and tells you that we're not ready for you? Just before we get to the conversation on self-love, and I normally start off with simple questions like, what was your favorite meal as a child? But allow me to pose this to you as a first question.
Yeah.
How do you respond to a world that looks at you and goes like, we're not ready for you?
First of all, I'm Saantah Lucy Fungaro.
Yes.
My name Fungaro is a Kiswahili word for tie your heart, Fungaroho.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I live by my name every single day. If it's negative or positive, I know for a fact that the world is a runway and I have to wake up and walk on it. Just like a fashion show, you may not like certain designs, you may like certain designs, but all in all, you have to watch all the models that are walking, right?
Yes.
So you're going to deal with me, you like it or not. I am here to stay.
Yeah.
And there is nothing anyone is going to do to put me down.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to add or reduce from that statement. I'm just going to look at the audience and say, to each their own.
Yes.
All right. So let's get to a conversation around self-love and self-acceptance, because I feel like this is a most crucial conversation, but it is one that so many humans have not come into terms with. And even for the people who are aware about it, don't actively practice it.
True.
So just tell me a little bit about your childhood, how that looked like, and a little bit about how that has defined the person that you are today.
Okay, so I was born a very normal child on the 25th of June 2000 to Mr. and Mrs. Alicia Boniface. I am the firstborn in a family of three children. Clock it. In a family of three children.
Yeah.
I fell sick at the age of 5. From the age of 0 to 5, I was a perfectly normal child, playing like every other child, perfect skin, perfect everything, until I began falling sick. And my initial reaction at sickness was my skin turned purple. And coming from Uganda, I moved from hospital to hospital to hospital before a diagnosis was finally found.
Yeah.
And it was found that I had dermatomyositis, a rare autoimmune condition that affects the skin, the nerves, the muscles, and the tissues. And in some cases, can actually affect your internal organs as well.
Yeah.
And I am the second medically registered case in the country since 1952. The first case
That
was...
is rare.
Yes. The first case was a gentleman who unfortunately passed on.
Yeah.
Then I was the second case in 2006. So it has been in and out of hospital. I didn't have a childhood. I was always bedridden. I like to say I matured at the age of 5 because that's when the world showed me it would never be nice.
Yeah.
I have just started living life as a young adult. I should say when I turned 19, 20,
Yeah.
and joined university. That is when I decided not to let pain define me anymore.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to play like other children. I didn't get to do things other children were doing, because for me it was either hospital or home
Yeah.
or school.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go out and do this, you might react to this, and you're going to come back and do this and that. And then joining high school, oh my God, there was a lot of bullying.
Oh, goodness.
Because first of all,
Yeah.
I'm different from everyone else in terms of skin. I'm that child who is not going to be in the boarding section. I have to be in a desk, like a desk scholar in
Yeah.
a boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot have the meals others are having because of dietary restriction.
Yeah.
And then the fact that I cannot sweep the classroom because of the dust. I can't get punished like the rest, in as much as I was stubborn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get punished like the rest. So
Yeah.
people felt like I was being favored.
Yeah.
Maybe it was there, but for
Mhm.
me it felt like it was actually normal.
Yeah.
They are protecting me from things that are going to like harm me.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it came to caning, I was actually caned
Yeah.
like the rest.
Yeah.
Because at one point I was extremely stubborn, and my dad had to say, you know what, if it comes to caning her,
Yeah.
cane her like the rest, but
Oh,
maybe a
goodness.
little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So there was
Yeah.
bullying. I remember sometime in high school, as in Form 6, because in Uganda we have A levels.
Uh-huh.
So I was in my A level, and this kid stands and calls me animal print.
Oh, goodness.
I was a prefect.
Oh, goodness.
It stunk.
Yeah.
So from then on, I became really cautious about myself. I began isolating a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Up to now, I'm actually a loner.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot to get me out of my comfort zone.
One wouldn't tell.
Many people think,
Mm.
oh my God, she's such an extrovert, because when I'm in certain spaces, I talk.
Mm.
I would like really go out. But asking me to go to, hang out,
Yeah. No,
it
not
takes
your
quite a
thing.
bit.
So let's just talk about that experience, because I feel like for most of us, we start developing consciousness about certain things at the age of 13 when we're in our teens.
Yeah.
And that's when the conversation around self-hatred starts, because you start to notice things that I'm not like so-and-so. So-and-so looks better. Or someone even points it out and they're like, oh, you don't look good, or your legs look weird, or your hands look weird, you've bitten your fingers, they look bad.
Yeah.
And it's a combination of the things that we look in the mirror and tell ourselves, and the things that society, the world
going
is
to tell us.
constantly pushing at us.
Yeah.
And that's one of the when I look at some of the barriers towards self-love, that is a key one, because it speaks to the way we lived our childhoods and the things that we had while we were growing up. This is how beauty is supposed to look like. This is how, this is how people in certain professions look like. I remember one of the biggest hindrances. I'm not the kind of person who's limited towards doing certain things, but for this particular one, even before I started my podcast when I was in high school, I was so vocal. And so it was so clear that I was going to go into a career or into a field that pushes me towards speaking to people, being in front of cameras, being in front of stages. That was never in the question. But then I remember there's this one girl who pointed out something about me, and she said, they don't hire people like you. They don't hire people who have this. And, well, that was not the biggest hindrance in my life. It stuck with me, even up to date. When I'm doing certain things, I'm like, until later on in life when I did my research and I'm like, no, where did she get this information from? There's this person in media who has this. There's this person. And, I'm like, there's so many things that we hear in our childhood that define the people we later become.
Yes.
So how did that impact your childhood? And at what point did you decide that it's time for me to stop living like this and get into a space where, because it starts with acceptance.
True.
I'm accepting myself, and by the general definition, with my flaws and my strength. It's not that I'm going to love myself on the good days only, or I'm going to love myself when I finish a certain project, or when I hit this milestone. It's I'm going to love myself now, here, and here, just as I am, with everything that is within me.
Yeah.
So at what point did that change for you?
Well, I come from a very loving family. And I'd like to say, if you have a very good support system right from home, right from the roots, it's always going to be easy for you.
Yeah.
My dad has always shown us that we do not need validation from anyone else. The only validation we need is from our parents.
Yeah.
My mom is so present. Like, I have very present family. My parents are there, my siblings are there. And you know how people sit down and say they do not vibe with their relatives?
Yeah.
I thank God 80% of my relatives are really supportive.
Yeah.
The other 20% don't matter. These are like spouses of close family members. So
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
consider them like outsiders, because I have like aunties who are married to my uncles, like
Yeah.
people I'm related with who have always said things, but those ones don't really matter. So the love that I've got from home has been loud enough
Yeah.
that I always remember, you know what, I'm loved at home. If out is hard,
Yeah.
I am loved
I am
at
loved
home.
back home.
Yes.
That is something that I
So-
can deeply relate to.
I don't mind what people are saying that, okay, back then I used to, but then I realized these are people who are projecting their insecurities upon me. If my skin is this way, so what? It's mine, it's not yours. Why are
Yeah.
you offended?
So what changed? Because, and allow me to push hard on this question,
Yeah.
because we're talking to a bigger audience here. I understand that concept of you can get love enough from home,
Yes.
or love that is so loud, because I have such a family as well.
Yeah.
In fact, one of my uncles on Instagram sent me a very public comment, "Mommy, I love you." And I'm like, "I love you too." And I'm like,
Beautiful.
it's so beautiful. The love that you get from family is so powerful, but not everyone is fortunate enough to have that.
That's true.
So allow me to pose the question and ask, it's okay you had the love from family,
Yeah.
but what triggered, what changed for you to finally decide that this is the love that I'm going to accept, and this is the love that I'm not allowing to come into my space, into my life?
The fact that I had a doctor who made me understand that there were kids out there like me. Because for the longest time, I believed I was the only one. So when I began meeting other people
Yeah.
with this, people that were living in fear of being themselves, I decided, you know what? I am going to become that superstar.
Yeah.
I actually call myself superstar.
I saw that and I love it. Honestly, waking up every day and believing that I am a superstar.
A superstar, yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to be that change that I wanted. I was going to give this love that I'm receiving to other people,
Yeah.
and silence the voices that are out there and believing like we do not deserve to exist, or Saantah does not deserve to be in this space. I decided to be that person that is going to, first of all, champion against stigma, because I have dealt with that firsthand.
Yeah.
When you look at me now, you see a normal human being. Back then, it was purple skin, red skin. You know that saying, oh, from dust you come, to dust you go?
Yeah.
I would scratch myself and pieces of me would fall off.
Oh, goodness.
I would sleep on a bed, and in the morning I have to wake up and shake the sheets because my skin has... I thought like
Yeah.
these tiny, tiny peelings.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up and your arm has shed, and you have to pick that
Yeah.
and, you know, trash it.
Yeah.
So I realized for the longest time, if it doesn't come from me, if mommy and daddy are not there, who is going to give it to me?
Yeah.
How about that person out there that does not have anyone to hold their hand?
Yeah.
How about that person out there that thinks they do not deserve to actually live? Because to be very honest, having this would make someone very suicidal. I'm not going to deny there are times when I've wanted to end it. There are times when I felt like I need to go. I don't deserve to be here. Let people have the peace they will have without me being in their faces. And then I remember, superstar, who is going to bag these people? I mean,
Yes.
I need to come out and beg you and ask you guys, I have surgery, please support me.
Yes.
Someone has this, please give them this, because
Yeah.
the world is not looking at us. The population of autoimmunities in the world is about 1 in 3 million. Very small number. We are considered a burden that not even ministries of health or any public health sector is going to have a budget for us. It comes back to us to speak for ourselves.
Yeah.
So my dream is to be that person that people can always call and say, hey, Saantah, I have this swelling on my leg. I have this autoimmune condition. Can you help me get funds for it?
Yeah.
Can you help me go to see your doctor? Can I go see this person? So, yeah.
Saantah, do you understand how powerful that is? I hope you do, because I'm just looking at you, and so often in life, life will not give us the space to exist.
Yes.
We need to create that space. Yes. You have created that space for yourself, because it reminds me of something that I watched in a movie. And it was talking about a rare condition as well, and how insurance and governments, they don't cover for these rare conditions, because just as you're saying, it's not even from a burden perspective. It's
The
one in a million. It's not the majority of the people.
They have
when
other
you look
needs.
Yes, when you look at insurance firms, it's about the money. This is not where the money is coming from. When you look at hospitals, this is not where the money is coming from. And so it is so powerful that even when the world said no, when the world said, we don't have a space for you, you created a space for yourself. And so allow me to ask you this question. What keeps you going on those hard days? Because you've mentioned there are hard days, and not just for you. I feel like that is something that is common to every other human being, whether you're at the top of your industry, the bottom of your industry, growing up in your teens, in your 20s, even late 20s, like us, still trying to figure out life. That is something that is common to everyone. So what keeps you going on those difficult days when you genuinely wake up and you're like, it's just not my day, I'd rather cover myself? And from even when I did the background search on you, when I was trying to look at you, you live your life so loudly, so proudly. What keeps you going on those days? Because I find it difficult to even get out of my bed.
Well, the truth is family. My mom, my dad. Yeah. My dad always he texts me every morning and he's like, good morning, my lovely daughter. God bless you. I love you. My mom does the same. Yeah. When I break down, my dad reminds me, look at those days when you were swollen. Look back at how far you've come. Do you want to give up now? The sky is not the limit. We are aiming for the stars. Yeah. My mom always reminds me, I always tell my mom, I want to drive a Range Rover. I want to drive this car. So when I break down, she asks me, so who is going to buy that Range Rover? You have to buy me a bottle of beer. Yeah. You have to buy me whiskey. Like, she reminds me of, I love buying her, she loves beers. So I love buying her. So she'll keep telling me, now, if you want to give up, who is going to do that? And then I have two sisters who look up to me so much that when they're in school, before they call mommy and daddy, they're calling you. And I always tell them, I'm not even going to have kids anymore because you guys have parented you.
Firstborns. God give us grace.
And then I have, my friends. I don't know where to start. Yeah. I have lost friends along the line because they've felt like they can't be around me anymore, being with a sick person. But I have friends that have stood the test of time. And I want to say thank you to you guys. They are quite a number. Yeah. So my friends keep me going. Yeah. There are times when I would disappear from social media and everyone knows me for posting. Yeah. I'm always going to be posting memes. I'm going to have funny Instagram stories. Yeah. And then there are times I can go silent for a week. And these guys, by 24 hours, they're going to ask you, don't you have data? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Where are you? What's happening? Yes. What's broken your heart? Have you eaten? And then the fact that there's a lot of food to eat. Why would I let bad days drain me that much when I can just go out there, eat chicken and feel good? And move on with life.
And move on with life.
Yes.
Oh, food is a solver of so many problems.
Savior.
Yes.
And then also one thing I've learned is, ever since I joined Rotaract, I've learned to put the needs of others before
your own. Yeah.
And that whole service above self. So when I begin feeling like enough is enough. I think about the people that believe in me.
Yeah.
The other warriors, the other autoimmunities that have to text me to ask for sunscreen, that are going to text me to tell me I don't feel good, and I have to give them that encouragement.
Yeah.
So I look at the fact that if I give up now, I'm going to disappoint so many people.
Yeah.
I need to cry and pick up the pieces
Yeah.
and move on.
Okay, so please allow me to reiterate one very key point. Dads out there, dads out there, your words will define your daughter's lives. And just allow me to give context to that, because not to belittle the impact that my mom has had on my life, because it's been massive. I love my mom. I'll have the slightest inconvenience in life and I'm calling my mom. I'm like, Mommy. But I feel like the words that have really gotten to me were my dad's words.
Yes.
Like, if my dad said something bad about myself, I didn't even question it. I was like, really?
That's what he says.
That's how I am. And it really gets to me. I don't know why, but it just gets to me. If he says something good, I am thriving, I am sunshine, I am enjoying life. So dads out there, please, your words will define your daughter's lives. I was telling someone, if as a dad you're constantly reaffirming your daughter, you're going to produce the most confident human being.
True.
You're going to produce the most confident human being out there. And I love something else that you said, and it's about community. Because the community that you build is going to be your anchor during those tough times. Sure. Whether that looks like family, whether it's your friends, whether it's the network of mentors or rather mentees that you have around you, that becomes your backbone for when times get tough. Because you can call up someone and be like, 1, 2, 3 is going on, and I need you to come through for me.
True.
So I really, really love that. The next thing I want to talk about is how this self-love and self-acceptance has trickled down to the rest of your life. Because, as I said earlier, you're living your life proudly and loudly. You've been on runways. You've been on TV. Saantah, I've not been on TV.
We're going to start our TV station.
We're going to start our TV. Clock it. You've been on TV. You have used your voice to advocate not just for yourself, but for other people as well. Yeah. So what pushes you? What pushes you through that? What moves you to live life in that manner?
I want to be big. I want Saantah to be a household name. I always tell people, if I die today, I want to be remembered as that girl that kept pulling others with her. The first time I walked on a runway, it was to prove a point that my scars are beautiful.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there that have called me names, but when you actually look at them, their skin is not as glowy as mine. So for me, it was to prove points. Like, I really love proving that I can do it.
Yeah.
I can be that person. I am not limited by this situation. I mean, when you look at me, do I look like problems?
No.
Unless I tell you what's going on?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Even on the days when it is painful,
yeah,
I will step out graciously and smile.
Yeah.
Because there is really no point in holding back and not wanting to live life. You know, they say you live every day and you die once. Though most people say you'll only live once.
Yeah.
We live every day, but you die once.
Yeah.
So pick up your big girl shoes, wear them, and step out.
Yeah.
Because just you stepping out and someone seeing you, you don't know what someone out there is going through.
Yeah.
But when they see you doing this particular thing, they're going to be like, oh, she's doing that.
Yeah.
Then I can do it as well. I recently started being active on TikTok.
Yeah.
I wanted to use that as a platform to, tell my story.
Yeah.
But then I realized I'm not going to sit and set a camera and talk for long.
Yes.
Why not just, show the real, the bad,
day to day,
the good,
yes,
the everything.
Yes.
I documented my last surgery. in as much as I was not able to like really do it on my own because it was my sister posting on my behalf,
Yeah.
I realized the impact that had. And through that, I got a new family of 13
Yeah.
people with rare diseases
Yeah.
who have been hiding and not knowing what to do with their lives. And some of them have now started going out more, being in those, because there are restaurants where you go and they're going to look at you in a funny way.
Yeah.
Even a waiter is not going to want to approach your table. You're going to stop a border, and they're not going to want to stop because, oh my God, they don't want to carry a certain person.
Yeah.
You know, entering a taxi, they're going to look at you some way. No one will want to sit with you. And now some days when I want to irritate people, I enter taxis. If you don't want to sit with me.
So taxis is like matatus.
Matatus, yes.
Oh, it's like
So
matatus
if you do
in
not
Kenya.
want to like
Yeah. Go.
more space for me,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's okay.
superstars entered.
Yes.
Literally. So yeah, it's just about loving you even on the days you do not want to love yourself. Look at that one positive thing about yourself and own up to it. Every morning when I wake up, I look at my mirror and smile.
Yeah.
And the other thing that actually gives me so much confidence is friends of Saantah know my nails are always done.
Ooh,
That is
nice.
because I cannot always wear a full face of makeup to cover my scars.
Yeah.
So for me, having my nails done, my hair done, is always going to make me want to step out. Like,
Yeah.
people should see. I went out, did my nails. They should
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So just doing it for me, not for anyone else certain days,
Yeah.
pushes me.
Awesome. I love that. And I'm going to break it down to 3 points because the first one is it's the smallest things that create an impact.
Yes.
It's just about going out, doing your nails, and it makes you feel
So
good
good.
about yourself. It's about looking in the mirror. And for me, recently, one of the things that I started as a practice of self-love is looking in the mirror and recognizing unique aspects about me that have never been mentioned by other people because I'll have people who go like, I love your nails, I love your lips, but then no one ever goes like, I love your eyes. So I'm always going like, you have such pretty eyes. I love your eyes, Melvin. And such a simple thing just gives you the confidence to show up during the day. And then I love the story that you shared about just sharing your authentic self on these social media platforms because I feel like so many people are putting up a facade.
True.
Even when you really think they're being their authentic selves, they're not.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to judge anyone because I don't know what it is a result of.
Whatever makes them happy.
Whatever makes them happy, again, to each their own. Because this is your life. You should live it the way you see best. But just to anyone out there who's looking to live more freely, to live more appreciating themselves, looking at themselves each day in the mirror and going like, you know what, I have a zit, yes, but I am beautiful.
Sure.
You know what, I made a mistake yesterday at work and it is okay because I love myself. There is a quote that I actually want to read for the audience because I feel like this is such an important conversation and it's not just about my laptop will always let me down when it really matters.
Technology.
Okay, this is just take this,
Technology.
Technology. But it's okay. I think I can remember it's just top of mind. So it goes like, there's someone who was really struggling with self-love and it was showing in their day-to-day lives because they were constantly fighting with their spouse. They were constantly making mistakes at work, thinking everyone is out to get them because we have a statement in my local language. It's Mtou nendete guisoka. It's in Meru. So even most Kenyans, I need to translate that. It's just this person doesn't feel good about themselves. So they're constantly letting that show into the world because when you tell them something, they're thinking it's an attack on them. When you correct them on something, they're constantly thinking, oh, why me?
Why me? All the time.
Yeah, and I feel like those are so many things that can be avoided by just loving yourself.
So true.
Knowing that you're sufficient just the way you are. Knowing that your mistakes don't define you as a person. And so for this particular person, they decided to make a vow with themselves. And it was like the wedding vows. And he started with, it's okay. It is okay. Even when you make mistakes, even when you don't want to show up, even when you shout at your partner, I will love you. I will love you regardless of the way that you show up. I will love you during the dark days. I will love you during the good days. Of course, I'm paraphrasing because now, machine. I will love you during the dark days, but I will love you. When you don't want to show up, I will show up for you. I will do all the work that you do not want to do. I will put in the effort that you do not want to put in. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I will love you. Wow. And this was a statement directed to themselves. Wow. And it really, really touched me because we are our biggest critics. There is a war going on.
With ourselves.
And the war is with ourselves. And it is in our heads. Constantly talking negatively about ourselves, punishing us the harshest about our mistakes, constantly telling ourselves, you're stupid, you made a damn mistake, you're not. Even when it comes to comparison, we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people, and we're constantly coming up as the losers.
And giving people power over us.
And giving people power over us. So what you said is so powerful to me because this could change so many people's lives, just realizing that you are enough the way you are. Yeah. You are you, and you are beautiful, and
just
you are
the way
the way you are.
Yeah.
So today this conversation is just about tearing down that facade. But before we wrap it up, let me ask a final question, or rather the second. I tend to do this and then I forget which number it was.
Let's keep going.
I tend to do this and then I forget which number it was. Mm-hmm. How do you respond to the world when it pushes back? Because you can't decide to love yourself with everything that is within you, but the world will push back. People will make negative comments. People are going to say, you're not good enough in your job, you don't get good grades, you don't deserve to be here, this is not a space for people like you. You know, short girls don't walk the runway. That is something I was told. That's why I'm not an actor or a model. Just because someone told me I'm not tall enough.
They were projecting their insecurities on you.
I know. But how do you push back when the world is constantly reminding you that you're not enough? Because, again, this is a conversation we were having earlier, and there are people who are going to see you in your space, confident, living your life so loudly and proudly, and go like, who does she think she is? Who gave her the permission to do that? So how do you respond to that? Not just you, and for our audience as well. Yeah. How do you respond to life when this is what life is pushing towards you?
Well, for starters, walk in prayer. When it gets hard, the distance between you and that ease you're looking for is your knees and the ground. Pray. I pray a lot. I'm not going to say I am that godly person. I have one-on-one meetings with God or what. No. But I pray a lot. And secondly, I am Saantah, superstar. I am going to find ways of navigating life no matter what. Because there are situations where people have felt like, oh my God, she's not even sick. All that is makeup. She's doing it for the attention. I have constantly continued documenting my journey. Yeah. I've had 36 surgeries. These are not minors. These are all majors.
Major surgeries.
The most deadly one is the one I had the last time.
Yeah.
It was 17 hours plus of me in theater, memory loss. I was in ICU. It took me 2 weeks to begin, piecing things back together. It didn't stop me from telling the world that this is what I'd gone through. I've had people say that I use the money that I get for treatment for doing other things. I promise you guys, if I was using that money for other things,
you'd be rich.
I would be driving.
Yeah.
I don't know what car is the most expensive car, but I would be driving that car.
Yeah.
I would be living so posh. I would be, I think, having vacations twice a year, 6 months.
Yeah.
Because literally, to be very honest, Aga Khan is expensive. As a Kenyan, you know it.
Yes.
It's very expensive. And I pay cash,
Yeah.
not insurance. So every time you come into Aga Khan, the least amount of money you're going to spend is about 400,000, 500,000 per review, because you have to see every specialist. And now someone sees you doing a video and probably you have like a Java House milkshake of 460 shillings.
Yeah.
Our money is
Yeah.
going towards this.
Yeah.
So that negativity has been there.
Yeah.
But I tend to look at what I have done, what has impacted, who matters most. If on a day there's 8 people who do not want to listen to me or who do not want to be nice to me, but there is 2 that are willing to take time and see me for me, why not focus on those 2 who are going to get other 2, those already 6, those 2 will tell other 2, who will tell other 2, and the number grows. Because you're not going to prosper without negativity. If people do not hate you or if people do not say anything, then you're not doing something right.
This is something that we were talking about earlier. You know, when you have a purpose and you're living confidently and showing up for that purpose, if no one is saying bad things about you, it just means that you're not creating a big enough impact in the world.
That's true. But sometimes, people would look at it in this aspect of, oh, she's going to do this and she's going to cover up by saying all of that. I always like to say, if you feel like I or someone out there is not doing something right by you, and you feel like you're entitled to getting to know the truth, ask them. I am one person that is always very open to sharing anything anyone would love to clarify about me. For example, if it comes to my treatment and you want to know what kind of medication am I on, what kind of chemo do I do, who is my doctor, I gladly share those details. If you want to know how much I've been paying for you to start treatment, I also gladly share those details with you. And not verbally or text or what. I'm going to give you documents to back it up so that if you want to understand something, you're not coming from a point of...
The best way is to ask questions.
Exactly.
Not assumptions.
True, because rumors break a lot. You can hear a rumor about yourself and you're like, okay, what did I do next? You also get...
You're interested in knowing the story.
I
You're
have
genuinely
very creative stories about me. I have... I have dated people that I didn't know I was dating.
Oh, nice.
I have been in spaces where me and this imaginary man are eating and I'm like, God, I beg, let this person actually come and we eat this money the way that's... And you can't even cry because it's a waste of tears. Like the lies be so creative. Someone calls you. I know I'm dramatic sometimes, but I'll never be dramatic when it comes to health. Because this is me suffering for the last 20 years. Why would I then decide to be dramatic at 25? Doesn't make sense.
No, I love that. And the fact that you said whenever we have questions, it's easier to ask those questions than to live in our own assumptions. Because I remember I'll give an example between the two of us because we're here. After that Rotary meeting, I came to her and I asked, what condition do you actually have? So what does it mean? I ask questions, not make assumptions and just judge you from, again,
afar.
as I was saying, afar, and try to live your life even though I'm actually not in your life. And so to anyone out there who's listening, someone is trying to make assumptions of you, create rumors about you, enjoy the story, man. Listen to the story and laugh.
You can even add episodes to whatever they're saying.
Yes.
They're saying you're this. Tell them, yes,
Add
have them
sugar.
and did this.
Add salt.
Cook them.
I always find it so interesting because I'll hear something about me and I'm like, and
what
then,
did I do next?
And then,
where did I go? Who was I with?
And then I give them feedback. I'm like, when you go back,
Tell them. I do that a lot.
Tell them. It didn't just end there. There was an extra
happened.
step. Yeah. But it's just about that. Now, how has all this and this change in your life whereby you're now self-loving, self-accepting, how has that translated into the relationships that you're currently having? And allow me to add this. Healthy relationships.
Not
because
toxic
I
ones.
feel like people are out there trying to give so much energy to toxic and unserving relationships that we're not even able to define the difference between the two.
True.
So how is this new being translating into her healthy relationships?
Well, if it doesn't serve your purpose, cut it off. You do not have to keep people because you do not know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
You know, they say don't burn bridges, but if that bridge is going to cause you pain, burn it. I am so intentional with my friends. I do not do bare minimum when it comes to friendships. If you're not all in, I am all out.
Yeah.
Because for me, I want to pour into people that are pouring into me.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds transactional, but you know, friendships should be your safe space.
Yeah.
I should be able to reach out to you, Melvin, and tell you, this and this is happening to me. I'm not feeling this way. Work is exhausting.
Yeah.
I am drained, you know, and I feel safe with you.
Yeah.
All my friends or most of my friends know I'm going to say it to you as it is. I'll not sugarcoat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some
It
of
is
them
so powerful having
don't like
such a
that.
friend. Yeah.
Because they'll tell me, you're going to tell me the harsh truth and what. So many times when they come to me, I ask them, do you want me to be blunt or should I sugarcoat it?
Yeah.
So when you get them looking at you for long, I'm like, I'm going to be blunt. Then I tell it to you as it is, and then we find a solution for it.
Yeah.
And my friends have also really been intentional with me. They have understood that there are times I'm going to isolate because I need to bounce back. They have understood that unlike the healthy ones in their life, I am different. And different in terms of some days I'm not going to be able to leave bed because my body has failed me. Some days it's even hard for me to talk. Some days I can't cry because of the pain, because the pain is too much.
Yeah.
And they are always there.
Yeah.
So just being that authentic, vulnerable being with them has helped me navigate life so much. And I'd like to say my parents have loved on my friends.
Yeah.
And my friends' parents have loved on me.
Yes.
I'm literally that friend that they call when they want to make excuses.
Yes.
If you're hearing this, I'm your parent. To any of my friends.
Disregard the information.
I was joking. So yeah, that happens to me a lot. I have those people.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact I am not walking this journey of life alone. And I know my parents are comfortable wherever they are because they know I'm in safe hands. I have built intentionality. I have prayed for these friendships. I have given my best.
Yeah.
Sometimes I may not be that really good friend. I'm not going to say I'm such a 99.9%. But I'd like to say I am a 60%. I want to give the 40% for me to learn. I am open to learning their love languages.
Yes.
I want to know them and for them to also make me the kind of friend that they want me to be.
Yes.
So intentionality and vulnerability are really good. Don't go out there and be vulnerable with everyone.
Yes,
People are going to use that against you. Choose those particular ones that you know you can really be vulnerable with.
Yeah.
And then there are those that you can still be intentional about, but you know what you're going to say to them.
No, I
Doesn't
totally
make you a bad
agree.
friend.
I totally agree because I feel like there are certain people in my life, I can come to them exactly the way I am.
Yeah.
And they're going to take me and accept me for that.
who you are.
You know, like I remember one of my friends during the Cloud Stories event last year, during the launch, I did a major, excuse the colorful language, F up. I did a major F up. And I just went to them and I was like, dude, this and this happened. It's my mistake. What do I do? And they were like, good thing you acknowledged it. Now let's find a solution, because if you aren't even willing to acknowledge it, then you can't meet these people where they are and actually help them find a solution and work amicably to correct the situation at hand. So it's just about having such friends that come through for you, even when you're the one
On the wrong.
and them being able to give you solutions, not just friends who go like, what?
Why did you do that? Why?
Yes.
What did you think you are? Who do you think you are? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so one final lesson. What is the most unique thing that your journey has taught you?
They are quite a number.
Please break them down.
I'll start with the aspect of love. You can find love anywhere. in the most random places and with the most random people. I'd like to first of all, okay, this is too much detail.
TMI, please pour it. It's a safe space.
I'd like to first of all acknowledge the person that pushed me the most to be here. Hillary, wherever you are, I don't know if you're going to watch this, but I'm going to make sure you watch this. Thank you for making me the Saantah that I am now. Because this is one person that when I was starting out in 2019, because I first officially came out to tell my story in 2019, in June. Then it died down. I started doing a mini fundraiser. I didn't pick up. Then on 1st February 2020, before the lockdown, I put out a tweet. And God, it blew up. Twitter was, who
crazy.
is this girl? People were DMing me, people were engaging. How can we help you? The next day, I did a fundraiser. It picked up, then we were locked down. And I remember raising about 13 million Uganda shillings, which at that time was about 500,000 Kenya shillings. Yes. I raised that money, and then, having money but not having a hospital to come to.
Oh, yes.
Because I'd been seeing a pediatrician up to that age. So the next bit was looking for a pediatrician. And then this Hillary texts me on Twitter and is like, hey, Saantah, can I do a media tour with you in Jinja? Jinja is like the tourist city of Uganda. So I travel from Jinja. It was peak lockdown. He gets me a media pass. I travel to Jinja. We do these media rounds. And for the first time in life, I felt like there was someone outside mom and dad and my siblings and relatives who understood me. Because I would sit through an interview and break down. And he would pick up and continue talking for me. I raised about 1 million shillings Kenyan money. Came to Aga Khan. But coming to Aga Khan was actually also his idea. He was like, you need a lot of money. But go with what you have. Once people see that what they have given you has already started working.
Translating into impact.
They'll still give you more. We came to Aga Khan. I did so many tests, so many procedures. In the background, this was someone that I had met in August. And was now the one receiving money for me in my absence. And to be very sincere, it's hard for someone to get money and not take from it. But every single cent he got, he sent. So for me, it was people like him that have pushed me. I don't know where he is now because we lost contact. No details.
Details.
Okay, we didn't really lose contact. Love entered the chat. We dated for 4 years. But then we all outgrew each other. I felt like I reached a point. Okay, this is going to sound like I was a user. But I felt like we were in different spaces in life because he was 5 years older than me. And hey, as a Gen Z dating a millennial, no way. Hey.
But I feel like in life it's okay to outgrow friendships. It's okay to outgrow love.
I was the problem.
You are the problem.
I was. This is me admitting openly. I was the problem. But surprisingly, even after us going separate ways, this is one person that when it gets hard, I'm going to call and be like, where are you? I want to talk. Though sometimes I don't get the energy anymore, but at least the listening bit is there. And in one of my TikToks, I was actually talking about this whole situation. I was telling guys, please help me tell him I'm sorry. Can we be friends again? To be honest, I don't know what I did. I don't remember what I did. But I feel like it was something. Oh, I remember.
Please.
They didn't post me on graduation. So I made it such a big deal. It was a big deal. Why didn't you post? Anyway. That aside, I found love, and I want to tell, this is to all warriors or autoimmunes out there, if you feel like because of your condition you're not going to get people to date you or what, you're going to find that person that is going to see the love that you give yourself.
Yeah.
And they'll want to tap into that and be in your space. Because for me, I've had the most beautiful relationships.
Yeah.
And even when it ends, I am always the problem. To be very sincere, I am always the problem.
Yeah.
There's not like 4 years.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 years is a degree. I
Yeah.
was in a whole degree of a relationship.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Now here I am back on the streets. Like,
It's okay. You're going to find someone.
I want him.
It's okay.
Jokes.
Maybe he's going to hear.
Anyway, jokes. I'm happy where I am right now. I am not actively seeing anyone
Yeah.
seriously. It's still vibes
Yeah.
because we all know we do not want that yet. I also know I do not want that. I want to build the Saantah brand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking to being a much bigger initiative
Yeah.
where people call, Melvin calls and is like, hi, I'm sending you 1,000 for a baby out there.
Yeah.
I'm sending you this. Having to settle these children in a system where they can get medical care
Yeah.
and I can pay later when the monies come in. Like, have this payment plan with a hospital that is going to, hey, if you're out there watching and you work in a hospital,
Yeah.
hit me up for business because I'm giving you patients who are going to bring money, but you're going to be saving lives.
Yeah. So, Saantah, let me follow up on that with a question, because in one of the episodes that we were shooting, my friends actually called me out on the podcast and they were like, because I said I am secure in love, and all the things that I was saying spoke to against that.
Yeah.
But for you, these are things that you know about yourself. So
Yes.
what work are you putting in to make sure that you're putting yourself in a better space, that when love that is actually good for you comes, you're accepting of that love? Because I remember after that episode, which was like 4 months down the line, we met with with my friends, and I was like, guys, I'm ready for love. I'm ready to accept love that is
Yeah.
pure and that is meant for me.
Well,
So what work are you putting in to just make sure that you're putting yourself in the right space?
well, for starters, I acknowledge I was loved. I am still loved. And I know for a fact that in this person's life, I can still get access. This is not me being funny about it.
Yeah.
It's because I know the position I held.
Yeah.
The only problem for me was, I should say I was young, and I wasn't being loved in the ways I wanted. You know, someone can love you in the ways that do not speak to you.
Yes.
They are loving you in the ways they understand. This.
Yes.
So for me,
Yeah.
I wanted to be loved a certain way.
Yeah.
I wanted, flowers daily. I wanted, I forgot that this person also had a life.
Yeah.
He had work, he had to be in places, he had things to do for himself. And I was always complaining.
Yeah.
And, sometimes they say it's okay to own up for your mistakes.
Yeah.
And I have taken the initiative to actually apologize for it. I don't know if I was forgiven or not, but this is me again saying sorry.
Yeah, that you actually took the steps towards being better.
Yes,
in terms of
I
this
want to be
relationship.
better for the
Yes.
next person.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I can't go back.
Yeah.
I always say I don't chew card. I know that's mean, but I feel like going back would be like, I would begin finding faults again.
Yeah.
I want something new, something that is going to make me a different person,
Yeah.
so that I can pour out differently. Because, friendships and intimate relationships are different. You can't treat the two the
Same way. I was even telling my friends, even when it comes to your attachment styles, you're going to have a very secure attachment style with your girlfriends,
friends.
and in your romantic relationship, you're going to be dismissive. You're
going
going
to
to
be,
be insecure. You're going
What
to
are
be
they doing out there? Now, the funny thing again is I was too secure.
Yeah.
Because at all times I knew where this person was. I had no reason to really, they are cheating on me or what.
Yeah.
And I know I fumbled.
Yeah.
I really know I fumbled.
Yeah.
And I may never get that, but I want to believe that I will get better.
Yes.
And I also want to say, whoever will have this person after,
Yeah.
you really have something good that you need to treasure.
Yeah.
Because it was a good 4 years. Someone is not going to just quit their job,
Yeah.
resign to come and take care of a sick person
Yeah.
in hospital, because 2021 we were both locked down, Kenya
Yeah.
and Uganda.
Yeah.
This person resigned to come and take care of me
Yeah.
for 3 months.
Okay, so let's quickly wrap it up because we're running out of time. What are the other lessons that you can share, just in small sentences to wrap up the episode?
Love yourself, pray to God, love your family, and love people that love you.
Yeah.
If your family doesn't support you as much, it's okay to cut them off.
Yeah.
You do not need toxic energy. And to all autoimmunities out there, you guys, I'm here for you.
Yes.
Whoever needs advice on anything to do with their health, where to go, what to do, please feel free to reach out to me on all my socials. I am always open to listening. And whoever wants to support us, feel free to reach out and support us. We have 287 autoimmunities under the Santa Lucia initiative who need sunscreen, medication, meals, rent, clothing. We also accept donation in form of clothing, by the way, or food stuff. You can just put in a bus to Uganda.
Yeah.
At 500 shillings, buy us those bags of rice, buy us that cooking oil,
Yeah.
that detergent, those antiseptic, bandages, sunscreen. We'll always appreciate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I have loved our conversation today, Saantah. So for me, just allow me to reiterate this before we close it out. Love yourself, not tomorrow, not when you finish the big project, not when you get that boyfriend. Love yourself today, now. That is what matters the most.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
This
me,
has
Melvi.
been a lovely conversation. Thank you, thank
In
you,
Luganda,
thank
we
you.
say,
Uh-huh.
wevale nnyo, wevale
Wevale.
kunchaza. Thank you so much. In my language, my mom's language actually, we say awadifo. In my dad's language, we say alakaranoi.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. I have loved it.
Thank you.
All right, so this is Cloud Stories Africa. To all our consistent listeners, we're super grateful. To anyone who's new and you liked the content, please like, share, and subscribe. New episodes drop every Saturday.